Hello and welcome back to the Harchester United save on FIFA 22, where it's going pretty damn well recently and we sit top of the League 2 table as we dive into the game, and there we sit. Top of the table, 36 games played, 18 wins, 11 draws, 7 losses. Loads of draws still. Can't quite convert them all to wins. Yes, Crew have a game in hand on us, as do Forest Green, and they could both... Well, Forest Green need to get a 5-0 win to go ahead of us, so that's probably not very likely. But Crew could go above us. Crew could go above us. So that is something we need to be wary of. But we have been playing very, very well in this game. Even though, for some reason, the board confidence keeps dropping, we are picking up some good results. We beat Northampton 2-0. We drove Leyton Orient 1-1. But prior to that, we beat Harrogate 3-0. We beat Accrington 4-1. We beat Wimbledon 2-1. We beat Burton Albion 2-0. We beat Mansfield 4-0 after losing 1-0 to Crew. But the transfer deadline has been and gone. We're well into March now. And let's crack on straight into today's game, which is going to be against Bristol Rovers. Now, I used to live in Bristol. I've gone and seen Bristol Rovers play quite a few times. And... yeah, they're not a bad little outfit, actually. I feel like they get a little bit of injustice about them, but they're not too bad. We're going to bring Holsgrove in at holding midfielder for this one. We do need to have a little bit of rotation, it looks like, in this game because of tired legs. I don't really want to play McNally because he's not very good. Marin will come in. Abraham is going to be rested. We'll start Cortez up front for this one with a bit more pace. Abraham's done very, very well. Since we've made him our starting striker, he's been playing really well. Johansson can go on the bench instead of Abraham. Artian can come off the bench for Orlando. And Patino can come off the bench for Ferreira, probably. Or maybe Munoz would make more sense. We will... yeah, we'll put Munoz on there. We'll give Fernandez a break. Mbete can come in. McQueen is knackered. New left-back McQueen's been fitting in really well as well. In fact, it looks like we're going to be playing a completely rotated team for this one because tired legs absolutely all over the place. We will give Matey a run. No, we won't. We're going to play Jensen because he just is better and fits the formation better. I'll tell you what, let's completely rotate the 11 because Johansson can get a start in there for Charles Cook as well. So the only two players that keep their squad places in this one is Marinovic and Coles, the captain. Let's get straight into the game. So here we are then in the game with Alex Rodman declaring he's going to hang up his boots at the end of the season. Bristol Rovers number 33 is retiring at the end of the year. But here we are at the Harchester United Football Club Community Stadium. And it should be a very interesting game. Now top of the table, Harchester United taking on Bristol Rovers in a good game. They're playing in their yellow and green quartered shirts. We're in our classic purple and white half and half home kit. It should be a cracking game. Marinovic and Coles keep their spots, but it's 9 changes for Harchester United, who are coming off the back of a very good run of wins at the moment. And we're here for the game to get underway. It's Bristol Rovers kicking us off, and Westbrook gets a couple of early touches on the ball, and well, good interception there early off the bat from Marin, and the fact we're in good form should put us in good stead, really. The players should have a lot of confidence. We should be coming into this one feeling good, and well, that's a terrible pass from the left back as Grant will look to bring this away for Bristol Rovers. Looks to dink it over the top. It's a good ball in towards Collins. That's a great challenge, that one. And Mbete taking no prisoners with that one. Dived in, really well challenged, as does the striker, then put one back on us as well. As Westbrook has it. Up it goes towards Nicholson. Tries to flick that one through. Should be keeper's ball. Perkins makes a mess of his pass out. And well, now hopefully the game will settle into a little bit of a rhythm because that was a frantic start. And here is Perkins back in at left back, replacing the slightly tired McQueen. But there have been 9 changes in this game as mentioned before. And Gianluca Orlando is one of those that comes in. And here is Marco Marin. Marin into Cortez. Just looking to give it and go, but puts the pass behind Holsgrove. Bristol Rovers may have a chance here. Holsgrove with a good interception there. Johansson goes out towards Jensen. Jensen just waiting for the run from Orlando. Uses him as a dummy. Back inside to Holsgrove. Johansson into Cortez. Cortez tries to put it in towards Briggs. Briggs gets there before the keeper, who makes a very brave save, diving at the feet of Briggs. And the first real chance of the game goes to the home team. And Briggs couldn't quite dink it over the goalkeeper. Marin wins the ball in central midfield. Cortez onto Johansson. Tries to poke a ball through to Jensen, and it does get there. Jensen, well, it was into Johansson. But he let it run to Marin. Marin just scuffs his shot wide, and disappointing effort from that position. A good build-up, though. We are playing the ball well. Bristol Rovers are a bit on edge here, and the ball just trickles past the post. It's still 0-0, 16 minutes gone. Hopefully we can find a breakthrough soon. Jensen into Marin. Marin on one more to the youngster Johansson, who's got round a couple of challenges. Johansson shoots, great save from Bender in goal. And the youngster Johansson there having a flying effort from range on that left foot. Great strike. It went through the defender's legs, and well, Bender in goal makes a top save that, because he would have seen it late. Patrick Fletcher would have been there kicking it in on the rebound, I'm sure. And we get a corner. Marin has it now, swings it in with his right foot towards the back post. It's headed up in the air by Kilgore, not really away. Keeper comes a long way. He does get a touch on it. It's going to come out here, and we've tried to dink that back into play. It's not a very good cross first time, and Bristol Rovers hang on for this one, but Harchester United are knocking at the door. Good interception from Mbeti. Johansson. Cortez invites Briggs to come forward. Back to Cortez, but the pass again just behind him. And you sort of feel Tammy Abraham, we are missing him today. A big, tall target man and good with his feet as well, as Cortez is more of a sort of running behind striker. Something we're not... We've moved away from actually in recent times. That sort of getting behind. Although Johansson... Oh, I was just trying to dink that one in. Good defending though from Bristol Rovers. Here is Collins, and he's got runners through the middle. One of them was there, and Coles tracked him well. Jensen tries to play that ball away into the path of Briggs. Briggs does get there. Johansson can poke that one on towards Marin, and we're chucking men forward here. Marin just changing the direction of his run to try and hold off the defender. Couldn't get it through to Johansson. Perkins back to Marin again. Marin shoots, another good save from Bender in goal. It will be another corner to Harchester United. Marin swings this one in, and that's going to be too close to the keeper. Easy catch. Half an hour gone, 0-0. Here come Bristol Rovers. Collins on the ball, tries to put that one through, and Bete's there again. With the back two for Harchester United have been absolutely superb in this game, as Cortez can't quite dink that one through. Westbrook tries to put a ball in. Oh, Collins got a lucky bounce as it came back off the defender. Coles shoots, and well, good save from Marinovic to keep it at 0-0. Bristol Rovers' first real chance in the game. Full to the striker Collins, left-footed drive, sort of hit it into the ground. Took the pace off it, and Marinovic with a strong left hand puts it past the post. First corner of the game to Bristol Rovers. In that one goes, headed away, and that should be easily dealt with as Anderson looks to try and keep the danger alive for Bristol Rovers. Westbrook. Out it goes to Grant. Grant on the ball now on the right-hand side. Looks to dink that across. That'll be an easy sort of a clearance pass out there from Mbete, who found Cortez. Johansson has it, and Johansson held that up really well, and it just got a touch of the defender, which means it didn't reach Cortez. But it's been pretty much one-sided other than that shot for Bristol Rovers, and that's a decent looking pass. Easy for Marinovic to sweep up though. Perkins looks up the line towards Briggs. Briggs has Johansson inside, who does well to just hold off the challenge there. Marin picks up the loose ball. Out it goes towards Johansson. Here is Cortez. Cortez with the drive. It's deflected up into the air, and once again Bender can make a really easy catch on that one. We are troubling them. We're just not getting those real clear-cut chances to put away, as it's a good header back from Holsgrove. Harries picks it up easily. Anderson looks over the top, and it's well controlled by Nicholson on the left-hand side. Nicholson puts that one in towards Collins. Collins trying to feed a ball through. Perkins reads it well though, and Johansson picks the loose ball up. That's not a good pass at all. Anderson's there again. Grant back to Anderson. Up to Westbrook, who seems to be the main sort of attacking support for Collins when Bristol Rovers do get the ball. Clark put that one into the area. Holsgrove tries to get it away, and actually intercepted, and will fall back here, and that will probably be half-time as Marinovic puts his foot through it. It is half-time, 0-0. Harchester United the better team, but nothing really to speak of it and show for that just yet. So no changes at half-time as the second half gets underway here, as Harchester United just trying to look to regain the sort of dominance they showed in the first half, as Briggs plays that one over, and Gianluca Orlando will pick it up. Good little 1-2, trying to keep a bit of possession here, Harchester United. Jensen in towards Holsgrove. Cortez has dropped a little bit deeper into Johansson. He invites Perkins forward into Johansson again. Johansson sees Perkins carrying on his run, the left back. Couldn't quite pick him out, and Bristol Rovers get their first possession of the second half, as that's well intercepted once again by Mbete. Jensen into Cortez. Great challenge that, because I was going to go for a cheeky little quick 1-2, and it's Bristol Rovers on the ball again. Johansson, lovely ball out towards Perkins on the left. Perkins tries to put a ball towards the far post, and well, it's going to be one hell of an effort from Jensen in that sort of position to make anything of that, as Nicholson wins the header for Bristol Rovers up to Collins. Collins tries to feed it through, and Mbete tracks that really, really well. And Briggs is on it now. Briggs up towards Johansson, who looks to turn. Cortez finds himself in a pocket of space. Out towards Briggs again. Briggs just trying to create a bit of space. He's going to knock that one back. A long-range drive. Blocked really well. Holsgrove is on it. And there's a shot again from Cortez. Holsgrove trying to put the pressure on high up the pitch. Not happening, though, as Nicholson comes forward with it for Bristol Rovers in the yellow and green away kit they're sporting today. Great tackle from Gianluca Orlando. Jensen looks infield towards Johansson. Briggs. Back to Johansson. Back to Briggs again, and Briggs could be in. It's Briggs who shoots. Oh, and it's a top save again from Bender in goal. Lovely save at the near post. Briggs on the left foot. Tried to drill it, and he just stuck out a hand and touched it past the post. So the corner's going to come in, this time from the left-hand side from Holsgrove. And there's a header, and it's over the bar from Marin. So close, gutting. And that is going to be Marin's last involvement. He's going to be replaced by Munoz, who was on the bench today. Scored a couple of goals recently as the squad's been rotated around, but we do need a little bit of magic from him. Are we missing Hargreaves? That's the big question, to be honest. It does feel like we could do with another striking option on the bench. Only Abraham and Cortez are our options now that we've sold Hargreaves. But we do just need to keep this going. Also need to stay defensively aware, because Rodman's going to try and put that one in. Coles with a good interception. He actually gave it straight back to Rodman. Coles in there again. Good tackle. Johansson up towards Cortez. Cortez tries to dink it in towards Jensen, who does get up well to win the header. Can't make too much of it happen, and it's the same story that we've seen a lot this season. Can't turn these draws into wins, and it's in the final third we sort of let ourselves down. Finley. Oh, that's an easy interception for Coles, that one. Here is Briggs in towards Munoz, who's just come on. Cortez tries to put that one through. Easily read by Clark, though. And once again, same old story at the moment. We are missing a link man. Cortez, we haven't used his pace in behind enough. And we are missing Abraham as that sort of linchpin from the striker. Coles with a very acrobatic clearance there. Johansson overhits the pass towards Briggs. Briggs nearly gets a foot on the ball to steal it off the defender. And Bristol Rovers come again. Very end-to-end at the moment. Grant on the ball out near the byline. He's actually got round Perkins by doing a lovely bit of accidental skill. Marinovic is going to claim that one. Easily done. Holsgrove into Cortez. Just trying to move this Bristol Rovers team around. But again, as soon as we get anywhere into a decent situation, it breaks down with Cortez, who's really not been on the top of his game at the moment. And we are being sort of pulled side to side a little bit by Bristol Rovers at the moment. Coles. Munoz. Out it goes into Gianluca Orlando. Cortez is there. He's got Johansson, who's pulled into a lovely bit of space. Johansson shoots. Great block from the defender. Kilgore got on there. Johansson surely fouled there, ref. And he is. And it's a red card for Alfie Kilgore. This could change the game now. Johansson used his pace just to get in front. Kilgore did slide in. It was a dangerous tackle. Straight red card, says the referee. And wow, this could be a game changer. And with that, we make a substitution. Charles Cook is going to come on. Bit more firepower up front for Johansson. Didn't have a bad game, but yeah, a red card for Bristol Rovers has really opened this up now. As can we put this one into the box? Munoz is going to take it, fires it low straight towards Charles Cook. Not the best delivery, to be honest, as Mbete keeps it alive. Holsgrove into Charles Cook. Nice little footwork with the drag back. Holsgrove tries to dink it in towards Cortez. It's still sort of bouncing around. Holsgrove keeps it alive. Not the best header, though. You've got to feel Bristol Rovers are just going to shove all the men behind the ball. And we're going to need something special to break through, as Jensen tries to put that one through. Can't quite get there. Finley comes forward with it. Oh, he's been caught very late by Munoz there. 10 minutes to go, 0-0. Holsgrove, up it goes towards Cortez. Cortez onto Charles Cook. There's so much space. Charles Cook has danced round one. Charles Cook's on. The substitute scores. It's 1-0 with 10 men. They were always going to struggle, Bristol Rovers. It's been a very defensive display from them. And Charles Cook, the substitute, comes on. I could have laid in a pass, but I'd already done the little sort of footwork trickery. Luckily got round the defender. Fired it home with his left foot. Just here. Lovely bit of little sort of shimmy to get away. And the keeper, who's had a great game, was pretty shocking there. And that is 1-0 Harchester United, and will be remaining top of the league if it stays like this for today. That is 1-0. Lovely finish. Charles Cook picks up the ball again, and he's got Cortez making a great run in front of him. And Cortez could be here as Charles Cook, the substitute. Oh, it's played just behind him. He was in acres of space. You would have had to picture that as 2-0, to be honest. Good interception from Holsgrove. Gives it straight back to Finley, though. And, well, we don't want to get caught out here against 10 men, as that's a good ball into Brown, who's just come on. Great challenge for Mbete once again. 3 minutes to go in this one, and you've got to feel Harchester United are going to probably get a second goal in this because Bristol Rovers are chucking men forward. Briggs tackled really well. Had to get that tackle right as Finley brings it forward. Out it goes towards Rodman, who is retiring at the end of this season. As we were informed before the game, Perkins does very well to intercept that one. Coles goes forward with it up towards Cortez, who does win the header. But Brown will be there to collect the loose ball. With 3 minutes added on, that is all we've got left. And Harchester United know how important this win would be. Brown out to Nicholson. Nicholson forward with it, and then Bete's there again to cover and claim the ball. And it's cleared away. Charles Cook tries to flick it on. Briggs can't quite get there either. Grant keeps it alive. 20 in-game seconds to go. Finley comes forward with the ball. Charles Cook has been, well, fresh legs. He's been superb since he's come on. Marinovic will clear his lines. That will be full-time. 1-0 win. Not the best. We were pretty dominant, though. I think Bristol Rovers had 2 shots in the whole game. We'll have a quick look at the stats afterwards, but yeah, all in all, a very good game. Yeah, so the match stats do show it. We absolutely battered them. 53% possession, 13 shots to 1. Massive more amount of passes completed. It was a really good performance. Let's crack into the post-match interview. So can we avoid defeat again? We're looking stronger and stronger. The players, the club should love that. You can see the players are getting more and more confidence as run goes on. Myself, I'm pretty confident we'll stay unbeaten after today. Big thing to say that. Just 1 goal in it. Are you happy with today's performance? We should have scored more. Every player did his job. We gave ourselves something to every player did his job. We played really well. Like, everyone did well. We're never really under threat. It was good. You really turn things around. It's always down to hard work. Really reinforce that with the players. No further questions. They keep working hard. We're going to get wins. So staying in the southwest, we're going to be taking on Swindon as well in a bit of a double header today. We do have some players leaving very soon on international duty, but look at that. The first team is fit and ready to go, and that is what we like to see. We'll put Johansson on the bench instead of Holsgrove, who's feeling a little bit tired after that game. But yeah, overall, very, very happy with this. We're going to get our first 11 out there to take on Swindon Town. Let's crack into it. So here we are then, Swindon Town versus Harchester United. The game gets underway, and it should be a good game. 2 teams in pretty good form at the moment. Harchester United still occupying top spot, and they managed to get the win against Bristol Rovers whilst resting 9 of their first team players. So they come into this one in very, very good form. And wait, there could be an early chance here. It's a great save. It's a great little start to the game. A really good effort there. As it fell to Artian, the holding midfielder, left-footed, trying to just get it in that near post. Keeper with a top save, but Harchester United coming here to play and get underway very quickly as Patino puts the corner in. Abraham can't quite get there, and Ward, the goalkeeper, just claims it easily enough. And Swindon look dangerous here on the attack. It goes out to Payne on the far side. Fernandez puts in a great challenge there as Patino looks to turn and bring this one away. And we do feel like a bit more of a dangerous animal with Abraham up front, and here he is on the ball and got another run forward, and it's the left winger Kuhn on it this time. Can't quite get a shot off, but Charles Cook gives him an option, just runs out of space though, and it drifts behind for a goal kick. And the Swindon Town supporters are up for this one, making quite a lot of noise as Ward just gets ready for this goal kick, and they're going to be hoping to silence the Harchester United faithful there behind the Swindon Town goal in this first half. Whereas the Harchester United team's fans will be hoping that they can keep this up and gain that promotion to League One at the end of the season, which is definitely on the cards at the moment. As Charles Cook tries to put one through towards Abraham. Reed covers it well. Conroy holds onto the ball for Swindon. Abraham, good 1-2 to release Ferretti into lots of space. Maurizio Ferretti's there, cuts it back. It should be a goal. It is a goal. It's Kuhn coming in from the left wing. Lovely finish, wonderful play on the far side. There is Abraham and Ferretti linked up for a 1-2 to release him into space. It's just before the replay starts, but he just drove to the byline, took the keeper completely out of it, and Kuhn is not going to miss from there. And he is really becoming a youngster hero in this one, an absolute wonder kid for this Harchester United team. You've got to feel there's going to be big teams sniffing around him from the higher divisions eventually, but that is a sight you love to see. 1-0 Harchester. Charles Cook on the ball, loads of space on this left again for Kuhn, and Swindon Town are all over the place. Abraham's in the middle, but the cross wasn't good enough. Really should have been a goal there. There was no reason that shouldn't have been 2-0. But we are not letting Swindon Town play. They're struggling to keep the ball, and when they do, it's just around their back four, similar to this. And as soon as they try and get it up the pitch, the pressure's there. They can't really get out, and they do those sorts of passes and give it away as Kuhn picks up the ball. Artian into Patino, who's actually been quite quiet in this. Abraham tries to find Kuhn, who robs the ball back in towards Abraham. Can't quite get there again. And it's going to be balled away by Gordon into Parsons. Gordon again. Yandolo? I don't know how you'd say that name. I think it's Welsh, so it'll probably be Yandolo. As Lawson into Gordon. Into Mitchell Lawson again. And, well, Artian's read that wonderfully well. 23 minutes gone. And it is 1-0 Harchester United. Oh, Abraham's in here. It's a slip as Charles Cook put the ball through. Charles Cook with a wonderful pass, which I thought the defender was going to intercept. And, well, he didn't. He slipped and missed the ball. And, well, Swindon might be on an attack here, although we've got players back well. Edvardsen doing a good job, but Parsons likes to dink that one through. Edvardsen's back there again. Marinovic will try and get it away as best he can, and Abraham wins the flick. Charles Cook, yeah, it should have been 2-0 there. Patino on the ball now, in towards Abraham. Abraham with plenty of space and just trying to, he can't do that trick. He cannot dribble and do any sort of flair, so I don't know why I'm trying. Parsons on the ball for Swindon, and he gets around the feeble attempt of a tackle and fires his shot just past the post. Very close there. Marinovic was worried in the Harchester United goal, and Patrick Fletcher won't like how easy Parsons just turned his defenders there. It was a bit worrisome as McQueen looks to just spread the ball from left to right. Edvardsen picks it up. Not too much on in front of him as Sweden sit back in a defensive shape. Artien out to McQueen again, up towards Charles Cook, who just holds off a couple of defenders. McQueen's there again. Just creates a bit of space for himself, McQueen. Tries to fire across in, but it is deflected and goes behind. Gordon does very well to bring that one down in a tight situation. And Linden now on the ball, and he has released his right winger, Mitchell Lawson. Mitchell Lawson in a bit of space running towards the byline. Sort of run himself into a cul-de-sac there as Swindon Town hold on and look to build from the back again. Good effort again, just past the post. Swindon looking dangerous. Gordon could be in here as a mix-up at the back. Gordon left-footed strike. He's hit the bar. Swindon Town are looking like they want to get back into this game. It was a lovely effort. Sort of scooped it to try and get the height on it. And it clips the top of the bar and flies over. Oh, Harchester United's passing is getting so sloppy in this game now. Really, really suffering from some complacency here. Thinking they've got the game already wrapped up when it's not even the end of the first half yet. Artian. Now he goes to Charles Cook, who just gets floored very fairly, by the way. Great challenge at the back there. And this is how easy it is for Swindon to pass around the team in yellow at the moment. As Coles covers that one, and Fernandez will lay this one in to Artian. Artian tries to put it up towards Patino, who can only just sort of nod that back towards Edvardsen. Edvardsen tries the crossfield pass, doesn't come off, and he's going to put his team under pressure. And yeah, since going 1-0 up, we've not been playing very well. We had a chance to make it 2, although Abraham's in here, but I think it's half time. A really annoying time to blow the whistle because Abraham was about to lay Charles Cook in for a second. But it is 1-0. We can't really complain. But, yeah, we should be more than 1-0 up, really. No changes at half-time, then, for either team as we get this one back underway. Still 1-0 Harchester United at Swindon Town. And hopefully we can get this man on the ball a little bit more in some advanced positions. Charles Cook is a danger man for us. He is a very, very good player in this team as Patino picks up the ball from Edvardsen. Tries to just poke that one through to Abraham. Didn't quite work. And we are going for a bit more of a sort of tiki-taka, hold the possession approach in this game as Patino now does pick out Abraham, who turns. Oh, he turned one. It was a little sticky, leggy tackle there, just sticking a foot out. Got a touch on the ball as Coles covers that. Goes back to his goalkeeper. 5 minutes in the second half already gone, and it's still 1-0 to Harchester. But once again, giving possession away far too easily, and could we get punished? Gordon comes forward with this one. He's got 2 men for company as though Fernandez just drops back into his defensive position at centre-back. Mitchell Lawson out to Gordon. That's not a good pass. Artian can pick it up. Charles Cook. And we can attack now with a counter-attack because we do like to do that. Patino. Edvardsen. What was that for a first touch? It was dreadful. Payne into Conroy. Conroy is there. Great tackle from Artian in holding midfield. Ferretti. Abraham tries to dink it through to Charles Cook. It's a heavy touch. It just gave the Swindon Town defender enough time to read the play and get a foot in, but it might not be over for them yet because we're trying to keep this alive. Kuhn into Charles Cook. Charles Cook into Abraham, who was offside. 57 minutes gone, 1-0. Parsons on it, on the edge of the box, into Gordon. Looking back to Parsons. Oh, lovely little flick into Mitchell Lawson. Tries to square it across, and Edvardsen, luckily for Harchester United, read that really well as It's an interesting ball out from Charles Cook. Artian will recover it just about, but we have been so sloppy in this second half with our passes as Edvardsen fires it out towards Ferretti. Ferretti, again, just trying to switch the play. It's so hard to break Swindon down, and they're counter-attacking us so quickly when we lose the ball. McQueen into Charles Cook. Up it goes towards Abraham, and he is good at that hold-up play. He does offer us that which Cortez can't. Charles Cook, and he's released it, and Kuhn can try and pick out Abraham. The cross is dreadful, absolutely shocking. So easy for Ward in the air. Edvardsen with the ball, just cuts inside from the right back position. Abraham, it's such a bad pass. Charles Cook made that run far earlier than I pressed that pass. Patino has kept it alive for Harchester United. Charles Cook on one more, looking for McQueen, who we think is going to be coming off soon, and he's picked out Kuhn. This time, surely, the ball in towards Abraham is just as bad as it was before. And Kuhn has scored the goal today, but really, he should have had a couple of assists. His crossing and low crossing and passing into the box has been absolutely woeful. Here is Payne up to Conroy for Swindon Town. Conroy comes forward, does get the cross in, and Gordon with a header. It's pretty easy for Marinovic. Made a little bit of a meal of it, the goalkeeper. Did keep it alive. 10 minutes to go. It is only 1-0. It's not cut and dry yet for Harchester United, as Reed puts in a great challenge on Charles Cook there. As Parsons comes forward, that's a decent looking ball. Marinovic is out to swallow that one up into his chest. Edvardsen. Now it goes to Patino. Patino looks towards Ferretti. Ferretti has the overlapping run on Edvardsen. He's done really well, Edvardsen, to show this energy late in the game. Crossing towards the back post. It's headed. Ooh. Comfortably back to his goalkeeper, I'm not sure. That's a really bad throw out. Abraham with a drive. He's trying to catch Ward off guard after that terrible throw out from the goalkeeper. Abraham hit it hard, relatively low, and the keeper managed to just recorrect his feet and push it round the post. As there will be some substitutions. Double substitution for Harchester. Patino off, McQueen off, Perkins on, and Marin on in midfield. And also a change for Swindon that I didn't quite catch, as Kuhn puts this one in, and again easy for Ward, as it's Gordon off and Williams on for Swindon. Lydon on the ball as we tick down towards the final few minutes of this game. Under 5 minutes to go now. Reed under pressure from Abraham, but yeah, Swindon chucking some men forward here. Good ball out to the right hand side. Odimeo will look to bring it under his spell. He's got two men for company, puts the ball in. Charles Cook's there to bring it down, and actually does really well, as Kuhn's been caught on it. Mitchell Lawson into Parsons, cuts it back to Johnny Williams, who's just come on. Luckily the substitute lost his bearings as he got onto the edge of the area. Abraham holds it up, out to Edvardsen. We're still chucking a few too many men forward here. Got a bit of a lucky bounce there. Charles Cook looks for Ferretti, definitely offside. And hopefully that will be the game, because 91 minutes is up. Parsons comes off for Swindon Town. I don't think his substitute, Cal Meadow, is going to get much of the game to make a difference, as that's a great header from Coles, and that is full-time back-to-back wins for Harchester United. We'll see them remain top of the table. It's just how are Crewe going to do in that advantage game they've got, the extra game in hand, ready to go. And yeah, a really good performance, that one. First half was, second half was pretty shoddy. You can see there, dominating possession again, only 3 shots. Swindon had 4, and we didn't really outpass them that much either. So yeah, we just got to stay on our toes in League 2. I don't want to mess this up. So into the post-match press conference we go. Are you confident you can avoid defeat again? We're not giving anything away. We'll go for that one this time. I think that's the right thing to do. Next question up then. Did that seem like a game of two halves? Every player did his job. You have to be strong in both. We didn't. Yeah, we didn't. Why didn't we threaten in the second half? I'm not going to say that because I don't want to annoy them, but we'll just say we had 2 or 3 players at the top of their game. And we did get the deciding goal. Did you ever feel like this wasn't going to be your day? We knew we'd come out under pressure. We just had to defend well. And we defended okay, to be fair. We did. And that will take us through to the end of the episode. Let's go and have a quick look at the season calendar and see what we've got coming up. So we've got Exeter City in a home game. And then we've got the month of April to get through. And then I think that's the final league game of the season. So we'll probably come back sometime in April when hopefully we can wrap up the league title, depending how it goes. So at the moment, we sit now 6 points clear of Crewe. They've lost another game, so we will have a 3-point gap over them, even if they win their game in hand. which is great to see. So yeah, we'll come back with a chance of wrapping up the league title, hopefully in a future episode. But thank you so much for watching, everyone. It's been an absolute pleasure having you with me for this FIFA 22 episode again. Go and check out all the other stuff on the channel. Leave a like, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts down below. But for now, I'm out. Cheers.